Have you ever been ghosted after what you thought was a great sales call? You showed up, you pitched well, they were nodding and smiling the whole time. But then after the call, radio silence. You never hear from them again. The truth is that you're not getting ghosted because your offer sucks. It's just that it wasn't a priority. It wasn't something that was urgent for them, something that they really cared about, or something that would make a massive difference in their life. And in the next 5 minutes in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to overcome that and start finding actual priorities. Here's what most people do wrong. They do a very surface level discovery. They ask very lazy questions like, if you could automate anything, what's something you would automate? Or if you had a magic wand and you could automatically fix something in your business, what would that be? And the issue with that is that the assumption is that they already know what is wrong with their business. And if they truly knew that, and if it was something that bothered them, they would have fixed it themselves a long time ago. But for the sake of just answering your question, they'll answer anything. Just throw something out there. Like, it'd be great if after every sales call, my sales guy could get an email follow-up with exactly what was said in the call. And then once you hear that in your mind, you're like, okay, perfect. They gave me something that I can build. I'm in. They're going to love this. And then you go off and you just fixate on that one solution. But what you need to understand is that there's different levels to problems. And the nice to have problems, like what I just said and the way that that person said it, is not something that's going to actually convert. Prospect doesn't lose sleep over mild inconveniences. They lose sleep over things that lead to churn, missed revenue, or things that could actually generate them income with money left on the table. So unless you uncover one of those, you're always going to get ghosted. There's this concept that I like called the priority pyramid. At the very top, you're going to have urgent, high priority, high pressure, expensive problems that they need to fix ASAP. Then in the middle, you have problems that they want to solve eventually, but it's not something dire. And then at the very bottom, then there's just annoyances, mild inconveniences, or nice to have solutions. But if your offer or what you found is in the middle or the bottom category, then it's going to be something where they'll be like, oh yeah, we'll circle back to this later, or you're going to end up getting ghosted. It might sound nice during the call, and to you, it might sound like this is the silver bullet that you've been looking for. But to them, it's like, okay, you know what? It's not that big of a deal if I get this or if I don't. Your job and what differentiates you from everybody else is your ability to get to the top of the pyramid, to find the top priority problems. So how exactly do you do that? Well, there's 3 ways that you can use. One is don't assume the problem, actually dig for it. So when you find something, press on this further to gauge where it is on the pyramid. So ask questions like, if this doesn't get solved immediately, what are the consequences of it? What is actually going to happen? And if this goes on unchecked, or if this project slips through the cracks, what is your business going to look like in 6 months or a year? And the answer to that is going to give framing for, the impact of this. If it's something small that isn't making a big difference, then forget about it. Move on and find something else that's a bigger problem. The second rule is trying to attach it to something personal. Ask them how solving this problem would make them look internally. Is it something that could make them look like a hero, something that is going to change the organization drastically and present them as a leader or a visionary or a forward thinker? That matters to people a lot more than you might realize. Then ask them personally what it means for them if this gets solved. Does it mean more time back with their kids? They can take more vacations. They can be less stressed or burnt out. Those things matter as well, because if you're dealing with the business owner and they're pretty high level, then those things matter quite a bit to them, because money is less tangible than actually being able to just live their lives. And number 3 is always tied back to either time or money in terms of actual numbers tangibly. So ask them, how much is not solving this problem costing you every month? How much money would it be leaving you on the table? So ask them their average deal size, hourly rates. Figure that out, because if you do the numbers, then any smart, logical business owner will be able to see that and decide what the cost benefit analysis is. And if it makes sense, then they're going to move forward with it. You want to move away from just being a salesperson who's just peddling anything and everything, but being a strategic partner that actually helps them understand the repercussions of the problem that you found and the impact of the solution that it's going to provide. And I promise you, when you find something that's at the top of the pyramid, something that's causing them bleeding and pain and keeps them up at night and causes them so much stress, it's not going to feel like a sales pitch anymore. The client is not going to be under this immense pressure or feel like you're pushing anything crazy. They're actually going to feel a sense of relief, because now to them, saying yes actually solves something that they care about. So next time you get ghosted, don't take it personally. Take accountability on yourself, because the only thing that happened is you did not find that top pyramid. You only found the middle or the bottom. And you have to reflect on that and say, you know what? I did a bad discovery. I found a problem that they didn't care about, and next time I got to be better. If you take that accountability, you're going to get better. But if you start blaming the prospect like, this guy's a jerk, he has no respect, he wasted my time, then you're not going to grow from that. You're going to just outsource the failure to someone else and not learn from it. So when you get into the habit of finding the top of the pyramid, everything is going to change for you. And if you want to learn about this concept deeper and you want to understand exactly for me how to get this done, then feel free to join my sales trainings, which are inside of my school community in the description below. It's at school.com/bad. And if you want to join my arbitrage program, if you feel like you've got fantastic sales skills and you want an agency like mine behind you to handle all of the technical fulfillment, then you might be a good fit for our arbitrage program where you can leverage my agency, my case studies, and my team to build everything for you while you focus on sales. If you want to do that, you can book a call below in the description to become an arbitrage partner with myself. But hopefully this was useful and I'll see you on the next one.